We are back. Sing When You're Winning is back for 2025, people. Now, this one is going to be called Sing When You're Winning Extra Time. And first of all, Raymondo, aka
Raymondo.
aka Ray Mazin Alan Shearer.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
I, I want to apologise, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like apologies. You give me one the odd time, actually. So I was looking at our podcast, the previous 9 episodes that we've done,
Mhm.
and it was cringy, mate. Obviously, I've now been sober for 15
Mhm.
days, and when I was looking back, the way I was and the actions that I was doing at the time, I was all over the shop. I wasn't listening to yourself. I was looking away when you're looking at me. I could see your eyes digging at me a couple of times. I'll be honest, in the
You you
it's
felt
the actual.
you felt this. I haven't got the red one. I don't know where it's gone, but you felt this
you,
coming, yeah.
you can't give me a red one. I'm off and the show's over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's just me then, isn't it?
But yeah, I do apologise for the way I
uh,
was, and that was pissed up little Oggy. And now, obviously, I'm fresher. I've got more energy. You can see that. I look fresher myself. You always look fresh, but
I don't always feel it. I might look it, but thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well, sir.
Happy New Oggy.
I like that.
That's it.
I like that.
So that's what it is. And I know we kind of talked a little bit off air about you feeling sorry for how you appeared and how you were at times, I want to emphasize. And I was grateful for that. But I think the more important thing for me, genuinely, is honoring what you're doing. And you've made a decision and you've shared that decision publicly, which I think is incredibly brave and the right thing to do. And people are responding. I know stuff we've done, you're doing a lot more in TikTok, and we kind of joined together a bit in that. And what's happening with the podcast? I mean, you go. I've been watching the numbers going up in the subscribers, and to be honest with you, I can't keep up with the initial growth because I know future growth is coming. But tell me how many it is now.
I think we're at 94 now, Ray. And honestly, it's absolutely amazing that just to think we've only done 9 episodes.
Yeah.
And I think when we did do the split screen on the TikTok live and we pointed people into the YouTube direction of Sing When You're Winning, I think that really worked. I really do. And a lot of people, especially Fleetwood people in the community, and the community is good for us, in it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the people that I know have been subscribing, actually watching it. Whereas, obviously, it's nice to get the feedback as well. They're like, "Hey, it was a great show, that one." And obviously, on our TikTok lives, we went through each episode, and they've all been good. And like you say, it wasn't all pissed up little
No,
Oggy.
definitely not.
And
I
there is some comedy moments in there, bro.
magical, and my now. I'm genuinely feeling my cheeks are aching at the thought of some of them, and I know that's going to happen in the future. So
Yeah.
it's not like I want to share this. I think people should check out because it's interesting to see you sat there now, and on some episodes, you know, you'd had a bit of a drink, shall we say? That's how I saw it, and I'm being serious. I'm being serious that you'd had a drink, but nothing kind of nothing more than that. It's not like you've fallen over or anything like that. It isn't.
I might fall off this stool in a minute.
Me too, yeah. But you are fresher. You are more ready. You've made decisions. You've stuck to those. You're at the gym. You're doing things because you're really really serious about this, and you do well to be because it's really good. You've got a combination and mixture of music, football, your personality, my personality. We're not the same people. We're not from the same place in the UK. There's a kind of really interesting dynamic in this relationship with you and I in this space. Other guests, So as well
Yeah.
as everything you said and watching growth, I think it's observing. That's the thing I'd share. If I look back, I've been doing podcasts for a couple of years now, at least. Yeah. If I look back at previous episodes of me, I know that 2 years ago it's not going to be the same as it is now.
No, not at
I
all. No.
I know that, and that's what's happening with you. So it doesn't surprise me in a short period of time, 9 episodes, you've now got close to 100 subscribers. And I
Yeah.
would suggest strongly, because I've worked on this myself, is that's going to increase, and people would do themselves a good service to take a check back. Yes, a couple of episodes where you might have been a bit more lucid, shall we say?
I would say lucid, but yeah, if obviously, if people go back and have a look at them episodes and then have a look at obviously what we're going to be doing in 2025, I think they'll see a different me. Obviously, that's how I want to come across, and I want to come across a better person in life in general. And I think it will definitely come across in these podcasts. And we'll have some fresh guests on, have some new, like I say, better me. You're always you. You're always as good as gold.
And we are all honestly, I mean it. We are all developing, improving, and I think what you're doing again. You've mentioned guests. The variety of people that we've had on already. Nine episodes. It takes
Yeah,
a while, Paul, and I want to share about the extra time, because this is Sing When You're Winning extra time. And
yeah,
who knows, that might turn into something in the future as well, where we have other bits of episodes in between the main
yeah.
episodes. Who knows?
We could
Why
do my
not?
funny moments.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a mixture of us out and about and loads of different things that are coming up, but also could happen in the future. And what I want to share is, so back at you with your apology, which I'm grateful for, is it takes time, it takes effort. It takes time and effort to do something like this. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in planning and looking at matches, getting guests organised, that
Yeah,
type of thing. That takes time.
it
Um,
does. It
so,
does.
so like a football match, you watch it for a brief period of time. You think that's it. That's the period of time, 90 minutes, 120 minutes, whatever. A song, 3 to 4 minutes. I know you shared. I know you shared with me, which was a great summary. It takes about 2 months to write a 3 to 4 minute song.
Yeah,
When,
definitely. And then you've got to put it together, right?
yep. And when you said
Music
it,
and that.
as a songwriter, when you said it, I thought, do you know what? That I know that, but that's a really, really strong way of saying it. So
It is.
I think that's what we've got. We've got here expansion, growth, opportunity, and therefore, with that growing audience, sponsors, supporters, subscribers to
Subscribers,
join
yeah.
those that are already joining, then they're joining expansion because you are growing within what you're doing. I've seen it in the brief period of time that I've known you and what you're doing. So I think that's a shout out and a return to you to thank you for what you said, but also I don't invest my time in something that I don't believe in.
No, I
So
appreciate that, Ray.
so I think I would encourage others to do the same. So sponsor small to medium businesses, big businesses, that'd be even better, but small to medium businesses who want to get out there. Tell us a little bit more about that, Paul, in
Yeah,
what you see that being.
of course. I mean, I've been in contact with a few people, and I've sent emails across to a couple of people outlining what the podcast is about, and also what they're going to get back for what they put into the Sing When You're Winning live podcast. Not live podcast, sorry, but it's going out every week, and it will be on YouTube forever and a day. People will be still watching it, hopefully next year, even going back and watching it again, because there is some funny moments in some of it.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
yeah, obviously I won't mention the people in question
Yeah,
because I don't think that's right to. But there's a couple of big companies that I'm aiming at, and also, as you said, Bray, the small to medium ones
yeah.
within my area, and they could just sponsor the one episode.
Well, I see it. Sorry to seem as if I'm interrupting you, but I see it as like a football match, and I know we've talked about this. The hoardings,
Yeah,
the advertising around the pitch. That's how
yeah.
I see Sing When You're Winning. So I see it as periodically individuals have that opportunity to share links, share images, and we will pop them in the video, and even create possibly some form of promotional thing. Then in the description, links are there. So this is an opportunity, and you made a great point. And I'll tell you what came to me when you said it. You said this is like forever. Is Big Match Revisited?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
aware of
They're
that?
yeah,
Are you
you're
you
right.
aware of
Like you
that?
say,
So,
in 10 years' time, they might go back to it.
so Big Match Revisited, and I have watched a couple of episodes. Is like going back to say like matches in the 80s.
Yeah,
So the podcast will be here on Little Oggy's YouTube channel forever.
yeah. And we're here for the long haul, aren't we, Ray?
Absolutely.
What I was just laughing at there before because you said about the hoardings around their pitch.
Yeah.
So I was just picturing, like, because I can see, like, your camera now, it's like a footy pitch length.
I thought you were gonna say my shiny head or something like that, but
No, I'm just thinking of this, the oblong picture that I put in
yeah.
front of me of like all the boardings going all the way around here.
Hold on. Whoa, wow, wow. And by the way, flipping out your mind. By the way, I know already.
That could work.
I can create that. I know already. I can create that.
What, to make it look like a footy pitch?
Well, in just the going round the edge, and
Yeah.
actually, we could always have an image in, which kind of creates like a mid-episode break, where there is like various people going round the edges. We can have a dedicated, of course, dedicated to that one sponsor supporter. But I just love the way you visualize that, because I think technically I could actually create that, which is a great image of that. Because if you think of what you've just said, at a football match, there is generally speaking a main sponsor. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That goes on the kit, etc. Yeah. But there are also all of the other businesses around the edge.
Yeah.
So
Can we have a couple of footy nets side by side as well, Ray?
totally, go for it. Yeah. Yeah.
That would look good. That would look good.
And I think if you think in that, there's things that we can do conceptually which give a great shop window for those individuals that are coming on board. It looks really, really good, and it's novel. It's interesting, and that's what I feel in a mixed bag of ways.
Yeah.
You've got all of that, because this is the beginning. We're not even in episode 10 yet. We're not even into double figures yet. We're not.
No, I know.
And your subscribers are, moving upwards already.
Yeah, I think it's 94, and it really has gone up since we covered a TikTok live, didn't we, where we promoted Sing When You're Winning. That went down really well, and I think just people that have watched previous episodes, they're waiting for the next one now, right?
Yeah.
And it's all good. It really is. It really is good. I mean, obviously Pistol Poggy was buzzing about everything previously in the 9 episodes that we did.
Yeah.
But now I can't. I've got everything going around my head, and
I know.
we're going to do it.
And I know. And do you know what's interesting in what we're doing here now is to witness it and record it and share it live.
Yeah.
Because what you do, that's back to the extra time again. What you do, I witness, because we communicate, of course, without pressing record, and we're chatting. You've got so many ideas, so many brilliant visions, and I say to you offline, I say, that's fantastic, and I admire your creative brain. So I think anybody who's coming in, they're coming in at the right time, because it's definitely going to grow. It's definitely it's growing, and it's definitely going to continue to grow. So I think it's fantastic.
Unlike me, it's growing, right? But yeah. So let's get back to
also unlike my hair. Just before you get in there as well, a theme.
Let's get back to obviously 2025 episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was a potential big star going to be on. Unfortunately, he's on holiday.
Okay.
I've got him at the wrong time, but I won't mention his name either because it's not
future
nice.
possibility. future
possibility
possibility
when
that
he's back off holiday.
definitely.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I did a podcast with him anyway, so I'm hoping he returns a favour.
Well done. It's not me, is it? Carry on. Sorry, I couldn't
It's
resist
all right.
that.
So yeah, 2025, first episode 10 is going to be, we're going to cover the City Salford game, which I'm going to. Ironically, episode 11 is going to be Fleetwood away to Salford. And it's just the way it's landed. It's
Unbelievable.
perfect. Yeah, it really
Unbelievable.
is right. It's a, you know, obviously the City game's important to me in the FA
Yep.
Cup third round. It's going to be a cracker. And I know Salford will probably fill their away end because they've got a lot of Man United following.
Yeah. Yes. Quite directly.
Well, yeah, very directly.
What do
Obviously,
you
they've got.
reckon? What do you reckon, sort of in terms of? I mean, obviously it should be a Man City win.
No, I don't. I think it'll be a tough
Okay.
game. I
Okay.
think it'll be a really tough game, right? Because they're unbeaten in about 7 games. Not unbeaten, they've won every game. I think they've won every six of the last games, and yeah, they'll come with that little bit of fight and determination, and they'll try and get at City. I mean, everyone's getting at City at the minute. We've just won 2 on the road, but
And it
prior
is the
to
cup.
that,
It is the cup, the magic of the cup, the underdog, and all of that.
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I've been talking to a few people. Obviously, we're going to go to the game ourselves. The Fleetwood away at Salford.
Oh, sorry. Yes. If we stay with Man City and Salford City, will you be taking little bits of video?
I will.
Because we'll include those in the episode after this one, which will be episode 10.
Yeah.
So we can include that in that, and of course
when you said double figures before, it's brilliant. You know.
Yeah.
We're only just getting into double figures. The crowd is rising, and onwards and upwards. It's going well, and because it's my hometown. The week after the City versus Salford, it's Salford versus Fleetwood. Fleetwood away. We're going, and we're going to cover that. Hopefully, I've been talking to a few people. Obviously, we got Phil Bowker on last time, the community liaison officer at.
Great interview. Great, and that was a lovely chat. I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and Fleetwood's obviously about the community, which we're aiming towards our own community, of what we do.
I think I'm not correcting you. Yes, of course, aiming towards, but I think growing towards. You've already got a community. You don't have 100 subscribers, close to, in 9 episodes without creating a community. And what you said, TikTok and other places, and this is again, I want to say to you, the extra time. It is your previous episodes, and I do appreciate what you said because I think it's just your openness and honesty, and you're sharing it publicly. I've done TikTok lives that you've joined, and you've said, and you shared in a lyrical content about wanting to quit basically and lead a better life, and you're making those comments, which is fantastic. Yeah, so you are achieving. That's the point I want to share. So it is already, and because I'm somebody who's done a podcast and grown an audience over a period of time, I was going to actually put a cap on today. I was because I was going to say hats off to you, and I mean it. It's incredible. So your connection with Fleetwood Town, you've taken the time to go there, get Phil on, conversations, all of the thing, all of your planning. Your planning of episodes is absolutely incredible. So
they're getting better, Ray. They're getting better, because, like I say, sober for 15 days in now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I just feel so much better. I've got my mind's focused on, obviously, let's go back to music side of things now, Ray.
It is, honestly. I mean it, Paul. It's not easy, and you're doing incredibly well. You really, really are. So the people that have joined us, which is growing, fantastic. The people that will join us, that are growing, fantastic. And the sponsors, supporters, investors that can advertise here, promote themselves here, they're doing that in a growing community because that's what you're creating. And of course, Fleetwood Town is connected with that. So yeah, music, you were saying. Tell us about the music.
excuse me. Yeah, just going back into the music situation, I have 5 songs and a new album, an EP, similar to what I did last time with My Life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's brilliant.
There, you know.
Brilliant.
And the new album, the EP, will be coming out in April.
Excellent.
With a little bit of help from my friends, including your good self.
Excellent.
And Jack that we had on the program, he's going to throw the drums behind it.
Brilliant.
And I'm hoping I've worded up already. Young Stanley.
Great episode as well. Both of those episodes, great episodes.
Episode 8, yeah, that was great. And I think, I've already thought of the name of the album.
Oh.
And I've not told you yet either, ever.
No. Are you gonna announce it now?
I'm gonna officially announce it now. I don't think it'll be changing because I like it.
I'm gonna try and find a drum roll. And if I can't find a drum roll, I'm gonna ask Rob Fox to record some drums, yeah? And or Jack. We'll
put it on this now.
We'll get a drum roll in here somehow. So I'm sitting comfortably. I'm ready.
A new episode of my life.
Oh.
What do you think of that? Keeping with my life and the fact that I'm come off the beer and it's a new episode in my life. A new episode in my life, maybe. A new episode of my life.
A new episode in my life.
Yeah.
That's the one that sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Paul, that is absolutely exceptional. And you are an exceptional lyricist. You are a wordsmith. I've seen you make comments and boom straight out with some lyrics, some words. So again, we're not going to go backwards, we're going forwards, you're going forwards, and other people are coming with you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best things in life, which is why I'm more than happy to connect with you. I'm very grateful for knowing you, and I'm grateful for knowing this space that's been created together, and that album. A new chapter in my life. A new chapter in that is absolutely brilliant. New episode, sorry. A new episode in my life. That is absolutely brilliant. That's a fantastic name for an album. And
I just think it is with the way I'm gonna obviously change. It's like a new, it's a change. It's a big change. It's a new episode in my life. It's in keeping with my life. That's got in the end of it, the first one was about my life in the album, the EP, and I think with the new song, I'll cover it at the end actually, one of them, which is quite good. I'll do a little bit of a singing. But the new
when I don't talk,
that you're getting emotional.
But I'm at that, but also blown away. It's an incredible privilege for me to hear you say what you're saying.
Yeah.
And now other people listening, you're close to 100 subscribers and growing, to hear this announcement, a new episode in my life. And of course that works with the podcast as well, episodes.
Yeah.
It's kind of where my brain went, and I'm thinking it's genuinely genius because it refers to what's already been my life.
Yeah.
It describes what's happening for you at the moment. Paul, we will carry on, but I'm not actually sure I can carry on.
It's got you, hasn't it?
It has.
No, honestly, Ray, it's, I'm loving this new episode in my life. I'm loving, I'm tasting food better. I'm going to the gym. I'm smashing everything, and I'm just enjoying myself again. Whereas, if pissed up little Oggy, I wasn't really that arsed about things. If it works, it works. But I want to make everything work that much better. That's what I want to do.